Hey guys, Dan here with Battlefield Curator. And as of 2020, we've seen ammo and guns in high demand, selling for higher prices due to the pandemic, due to the riots, and due to the election. So a lot of this fear and panic buying has driven ammo prices absurdly high and caused shortages. Not to mention the Russian ammo ban, which also caused a little spike in demand and a little shortage there. So ammo for a lot of military surplus weapons has become an issue. Like for instance, trying to find good ammo for the Carcanos, you just can't really find them. They're already hard to find beforehand, and you could still find PPU all over the place, but I've had better luck with other types of ammo like Steinel, and then now it looks like I'm having trouble finding 9x18 Makarov for those Bulgarian Makarovs or those CZ82s. Here's what I did. I went online, I scoured the internet, I looked for some of the cheaper alternatives for military surplus or surplus guns, and I said, hey, can I find ammo for those? So I went online to AmmoSeek. If you haven't used AmmoSeek, definitely check them out. Go on Google, type in AmmoSeek. It's pretty much an ammo and gun search engine. So if you wanted to find ammo and guns and do a little price comparison, you can search on their interface and you can find what distributors and wholesalers still have them in stock and what they're selling them for. So here are my picks for the best surplus weapons you can still find ammo for currently here at the end of 2021. First, I've seen a scattered assortment of 9mm pistols, so I'm just going to list off a few that I've come across on some of these websites. If you go to J&G Sales, they have two in particular. They have the Beretta 1951, which is kind of like a Cold War era Italian pistol, single stack. The Beretta 1951s look almost exactly like Beretta 92 FSs, but they've got a single stack magazine instead, and they've got a few little minor differences here and there. So it's a decent surplus weapon, and they go for pretty cheap. They're a Beretta, so they've been around for quite a long time. They're the oldest gun manufacturer in the world. So I don't think you can really go wrong, and the price on these ones are pretty cheap. Now, J&G Sales also has the Star BM, which is a smaller compact type pistol. It also takes 9mm. They're a little cheap as well. So, you know, you got some options there. And if you want something a little bit bigger, maybe something with a double stack magazine, I found some stuff on Old Western Scrounger. Specifically, I like the CZ75. It's got a double stack magazine, holds 16 rounds. I'm actually pretty certain that these are Israeli surplus weapons. And then when it comes to 9mm, I've been able to find it locally. I've been able to find it online. It's not as cheap as it used to be, but it is relatively cheaper because it's a widely distributed caliber. It's widely known all over the world, so you shouldn't have a problem finding some 9mm. All right, and before we move on to our next couple of weapons, I'd ask you to pulverize that like button and subscribe for the algorithm. It really helps out with the channel. I appreciate it. If you like this content, be sure to share it with your friends. So thanks. And now here's our next contestant. The Chinese Type 56 SKS. That one fires the 7.62x39. Now this rifle I've seen available on Palmetto State Armory. I've seen on Atlantic Firearms, J&G Sales. You might be able to find it other places like gun shows or local shops. I mean, these SKSs are like everywhere. So yeah, I've been able to successfully find ammo online, at local shops, I mean, gun shows, I mean, just about anywhere has the ammo as well. So right now, these SKSs are pretty out there, and so is the ammo. So if you're looking for something, might as well pick up an SKS, or if you've only got one or two, might as well pick up another one. You know, these are pretty reliable weapons. All right, the last one might be a little controversial. This weapon isn't really cheap. The ammo, though, is cheap and available. This weapon is the M1 Carbine. I've probably shot my M1 Carbine more times this year than I ever have before, basically because I could find ammo at a very reasonable price. I mean, these carbines are light, they're enjoyable to shoot, you know, they don't take up that much space. Websites like Classic Firearms and Midway USA had a batch of Italian imported M1 carbines. Now, Royal Tiger Imports, though, has M1 carbines from Ethiopia, which is they're gonna, let's just say the M1 carbines from RTI have a lot more character. The problem is they're a little pricey. As of now, they're asking $1,300, and not a lot of people really want to spend that much for a little tiny M1 carbine. So I actually, within the last 3 or 4 years, I found some really good deals on M1 carbines around locally, as low as $600. If you got your legs working and your car running, you might as well just go look around town and see if you can find you a pretty cheap M1 carbine. Now, that being said, because all these M1 carbines, I think the ammo prices and the ammo demand has gone up because a lot of people get them, now they get the ammo, and I've slowly seen prices go up on ammo as well. So for a limited time, it might be available and it might be cheap or reasonably priced at some places, but as time goes on, you're probably going to see .30 carbine go up in price. So in my opinion, these are pretty good options if you're looking for another surplus weapon and you want to preserve a little bit of history at the same time, want to shoot them and need ammo for them. So let me know in the comments what you think about trying to find ammo for your surplus weapons. I know there's a store near me that pretty much has ammo for anything. So I could go online and buy like a very obscure surplus weapon, and I could probably go to that store and definitely find ammo on the shelf for it. Now, not a lot of people do have a store nearby where they have abundant amount of like older style weapon ammo available. So yeah. Maybe you can go out and try to find new places to find ammo, like some of those small mom and pop shops that have been around for a while. They don't get hit up too often. They might have some ammo for some of these older weapons. I'm sure there's still going to be a high demand for ammo as the years go on. I mean, we've seen so many people buy guns within the last couple of years, and there's so many new firearm enthusiasts, and I applaud you guys. But yeah, just trying to find ammo for the next couple of years is probably gonna be one of the hardest things to do as a enthusiast. So don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And as always, be sure to learn history and curate history. Make it a great day.